3 Emmerdale spoilers next week for Monday 10th and Friday 14th November 2025. Charity Dingle's baby secret on the brink of exposure as bear-wolf mystery resolved. A special week of episodes ahead. If you were gripped by Marlon Dingle and April Windsor's two-hander episode this week, Emmerdale is lining up even more standalone installments to keep viewers on their toes. As Patty Dingle's fears for Dad Bear Wolf intensify, we finally discover where he's been since disappearing from the village in July. Meanwhile, Charity Dingle, who is supposed to be a surrogate for her granddaughter Sarah Sugden, but is actually expecting her own baby, worries that the truth surrounding her pregnancy will come to light. Here's a look at everything happening in the episodes airing between Monday 10th and Friday 14th November. 1. Eve Dingle thinks she's spotted Bear Wolf. Bear hasn't been home since July, parting on bad terms with son Paddy and telling him that he was staying with friends in Ireland. However, scenes that air this week prove that he hasn't been anywhere near the Emerald Isle. As we'll find out, he's actually been sleeping rough in a barn. But why has this happened? Paddy thinks it's highly unusual that his dad hasn't reached out on daughter Eve's birthday and decides to alert the police. Unfortunately, PC Swirling reckons there isn't cause for concern, and in Paddy's eyes, it doesn't seem like he's taking things seriously. Mandy vows to help her husband search for Bear, as Maddie Barton offers to take young Eve and Isaac out for a walk so they don't become aware of the drama. During their trip, Maddie suggests going on a bear hunt. Eve is excited and quickly shouts out that she's seen her grandfather. Maddie apologizes to Paddy and Mandy for confusing her, but could she really have seen him? 2. Charity Dingle worries that Ross Barton will expose their big secret. Over the last few weeks, Ross Barton has grown closer to Charity's husband, Mackenzie Boyd, clearly playing with fire. Next week, she becomes alarmed to learn that Ross is entwining himself further and is panicked when a tipsy Mac claims that he and his new mate tell one another everything. Could Ross slip up and confess the baby secret? 3. A special episode follows Robert Sugden's life in prison. There's still a lot of unanswered questions regarding Robert's stint behind bars and just how he came to marry fellow crook Kev Townsend. On Wednesday, a standalone episode will go back in time to show us exactly what happened on the inside. I think framing love as survival explains why Robert keeps choosing obligation over desire, and why Aaron keeps getting hurt by ghosts he never met. Expect a nice little twist from inside that reframes the present. It's clear this hour isn't just backstory, it's the key to what Robert does next.